Okay, so it says 25% of the questions on the STAR test have some form of expression is equivalent to type question. Questions you may use this trick with may be worded in these ways. Which expression is equivalent to? Which expression represents? Which expression is a factored form of? Okay? That's a whole fourth of the test that you need to be passing. 25%. Or not even a fourth because you need a 70. So, if you look at number 23, which expression is equivalent to? Put the question part into Y1. And the answer choice parts into Y2. Yes, for every letter, you put an X. Correct. Any and every letter, just put an X. So I'm going to go to my Y equals. Yes, the whole thing goes into the first line. So 5xx minus 3xx plus 8xx. 6xx.
It says minus 8.
Huh?
Minus 8x.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Minus 8, not plus. Okay.
Oh, you have to put a plus sign in the middle.
Well, there's a plus sign in the middle in the expression.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's so sad. So you have to retype that whole thing.
No, I don't. And then in the other one. Okay.
And one of the answer choices at a time. You don't want to be getting mixed up on which graph goes with which, okay? So
Wait, so if I put X, that's so graph. Okay.
now hit graph. So if they're equivalent, then what's going to happen? They're going to give you the same line, same graph. Yes, you can.
Let's go.
So it's not the first one because it's
It's not the first one. They didn't pop up the same graph. Okay?
It's opposite.
Yes, your calculators are a little outdated, so they're going to work slower. So when I hit graph on the next one, there's your question part. And the other one graphs directly on top of it. So you can always double check by pressing second graph. And notice all of your numbers are exactly the same.
So like the older these get, the less
The slower they get, yeah. Remember, if you see even a hint of blue, that's still not exactly the same. Okay? Now, single factor. This one says which one is which expression is a factor of. A factor of. So for this one, I need to do a little explanation before we actually get into what you need to do to finish this, okay? Whenever we're doing quadratics, right? We get down to, we do kidnap, we do all that good stuff. Then let's say I have x plus 2, x plus 3, yes? To know, these are called my factors. Carly, quit playing. These are called my factors. Once I get my factors, to figure out what my x-intercepts are, I have to continue, set them equal to 0, and solve. So for the first one, I would subtract 2. And I get x equals negative 2. For the next one, I would do what with a 3? Minus 3. So I get x equals... So these are my x-intercepts, yes? Now, these answer choices right here, A, B, C, and D, those represent what's still in the parentheses, okay? Now, the long way of solving this is to kidnap and figure out which one of those is one of the binomials, which one of them is one of the parentheses. That's the long way. The short way is to just solve these equations. Solve them and figure out which one is, or figure out your x-intercepts. So for the first one, if I solve this for y, or if I solve this for x, what would I get? I subtract the 4, so I get negative 4, and then what do I do with the 5? Divide. So I get x equals negative 4 over 5. What do I do with the 2?
Plus 2.
Add the 2. So positive 2 and then divide by 3. So x equals 2 over 3. The next one would be
Plus the 4.
plus the 4,
So it's 4 over 5.
divide by 5. The next one,
Add the 4.
4 over 3.
And then
Divided.
by the 3.
so these are all x-intercepts. I can put this into y equals.
But just that
Yep.
equals?
Yep, just that.
Just that?
Mm-hmm. So 30x squared minus 4x minus 16.
We got Max and
So Piper got a straight line.
Is yours zoomed out?
Oh yeah, mine looks like that.
No, it looks like that. All
Mine
right.
looks like a caterpillar.
A caterpillar. Okay. Anyway. Now, these two represent your x-intercepts, correct?
Yeah.
Now, you can do second trace 0, or you can plug in your x-intercepts into second window. Because you can plug in x values into second window. It doesn't work with y values, but it does work with x. The first answer choice is what?
-4.
So I'm going to put -4 divided by 5. You can't do alpha equals in this one. You have to do -4 divided by 5.
0.80.
Okay, so now if I hit second graph,
Whoa.
is that one of the zeros?
No.
No, because it doesn't give me a 0. So it's not A. Now go back to second window. What's the next x-intercept or the next answer choice? 2 divided by 3. Press second graph or second window. Second graph.
Yeah, no.
That one's also not.
67.
What's the next answer choice?
It's C.
4 divided by 5.
Whoa. Oh crap.
That one gives me a 0. So it's one of my zeros. It's one of my x-intercepts. And if I try the last one, 4 divided by 3, doesn't give me a 0. So the only one that is a 0 or is an x-intercept is 3.
It's C.
C. My bad.
Yeah, close enough.
Oh yay.
Oh,
We're almost done.
wait.
I'm still going to do a couple of them with you in the packet.
It's so small.
Yeah. It is. 54. It's a similar question type, but you need to know something in order to answer it. It says, which expression represents the area? Okay. How do you calculate the area of a rectangle? Okay. Length times width. So now you can set up your binomial. The length is 5x plus 4. The width is 4x minus 4. So you can write this as 5x plus 4 times 4x minus 4.
Oh, wait, I got it.
You put all of this into y1.
Calculator.
Your answer choices into y2. Understand? Yes? Sort of? Shortcut? Okay. Huh? I'm sorry? You can do box or foil, yes. That would be the longer way of doing it, but yes, you can do that.
Why do we have to learn like box and foil method if it's just done this?
Because this is not learning. This is just, cheat codes, basically. It's not cheating. It's just cheat codes. We're going to call them cheat codes. So for the first one, there's my parabola. The other one doesn't graph on top of it, so it's not it. For B,
No, it's not right.
It's G.
No, it's not.
it actually is G.
Outside.
Exactly. Right.
Make sure you typed it in correctly. But yeah, it is G.
It's G.
Now, if you're still not convinced, you can always go to second graph or second table. The numbers are exactly the same. Okay? So your answer is,
Can you go to y equals and just put it?
yep.
You put in
Go to second graph.
I did.
Are you gonna first second graph?
Got it? Figured it out?
But let me do what you
No?
On the bottom.
Okay, there we go. I'm ready now. Oh wait, that was it.
Sometimes some of the mistakes are putting negatives instead of minus signs. Check that.
Miss Loveless, did you do on the bottom of it? Did you do that?
Yeah, why'd you put it on the bottom?
That's nothing. That's all I did.
Oh, look. Oh, there's nothing on there.
You signed it.
All right. Now, in the packet,
I got it. I don't understand.
because you put a plus sign in between the binomials. It's length times width, not length plus width. All right. It's okay. It happens. The first one you need to go to is number 9, because number 9 is not similar to anything we did in the booklet.
Oh my goodness.
This one says, what is the what?
Oh. Quotient.
What does quotient mean?
Multiply. Oh wait, no. Divide.
Divide. Now, we did practice dividing polynomials. We did do that in class. But to get this right here, correct? What did we have to do? We had to FOIL or box, correct?
Yeah.
So that means that this bottom part, or the denominator, is multiplied by one of these answer choices to get the top. So what you can do is just put this part into
Y equals.
y1, and then into y2, you're going to put this times the denominator, 2w plus 1,
Will this be on the star test?
times the denominator.
Will this be on the star test?
It might. If anything, there's only going to be one question like it, but it might be on the STAR test.
Don't put the bottom one into y2?
Correct.
Miss Loveless, are you able to
Because the whole point is that you multiply this times one of these to get the top answer.
How did Miss Vargas know everything was?
Oh wait.
She did it.
She like gave us all.
Argumentative essay? Our essay was an argumentative.
Because they have things that they have to teach us.
I know, but she taught us the argumentative essay like 2 days before you took it.
Yeah, because they have to.
That's what we did. No, like what are the odds?
So that's probably like reviewing before.
Miss, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I typed all those in and I got none of them.
You did it wrong.
You must have done something wrong.
I did it wrong.
Yes, we did because
Has anybody figured it out?
no.
It's for.
It's
Wait.
B. It's B. It's B.
Okay, so
It's B.
4x minus 12 times 2x plus 1.
I don't know what I did wrong.
You probably did you?
Yeah.
Put it in parentheses?
No, I did not put it in first.
Put it in parentheses.
Oh, from.
Yes, you do this. Oh, I got it. It's B. And this in parentheses.
So you put just the numerator into y1 and the answer choice times the denominator into y2. And it'll graph one on top of the other.
Wait, can you go back to y equals? I want to see how you put it in. You literally put it in just like that. Oh, I see.
Now, let's just go back over the long way to do it because I feel like some of you guys got confused on why we were doing that. Quotient means to divide, correct? Now, what do you multiply times 2w to get 8w squared? 4w. So, now 2w times 4w is, 2 times 4 is 8, w times w is? W squared. You distribute backwards. Now, 4w times 1 is? 4w. Now, when you subtract, you change the sign on both of, you're supposed to change the sign on both of these. So both of them are going to change to a what? Negative. 8 minus 8 is 0. That cancels out. Negative 20 minus 4w is? Bring down the next one. Okay? Now, once again, 2w times what gives you negative 24w? Not just negative 12. So, negative 12. Now you distribute backwards. Negative 12 times 2w is negative 24w. Negative 12 times 1,
12.
negative 12.
That's our negative.
But change the sign on both. So they both become plus plus.
And they cancel out.
They cancel out. So 4w minus 12 is your answer. Now, but now that you have it that way,
You said
now,
the wrong one.
oh, sorry. Now that you have it that way, look at this. This times this gives you your answer. So that's why I told you to only put this top part into y1 and multiply this times one of these answer
You know
choices.
what I would have done? I
Okay?
would have put that whole equation in the calculator. And then if I would have gotten it wrong, and then
My grandfather would
The next one, go to number 13. Number 13 also says which one is a factor of. For that one, use that calculate or not what we did in the booklet. So we solve each answer choice for m. The first one is going to be what? X equals plus 9, then what? Divided by 2.
And
Then-
minus 9,
negative 9 over 16.
Okay.
positive 9 over 8.
Okay.
Negative 9 over 4.
So your zeros or your x-intercepts are going to be a fraction again. So put 6, you're going to put this part into y1.
Oh, and then we're going to go back to second window.
Yeah, you're going to have to do the window thing. So, but I can at least, or no, never mind, I can't. So type in 16.
It's not a.
Type in 16x squared minus 81. I don't think graph is going to help you this time because of the minus 81.
Do we do second graph?
Do second window and plug in your answer choices.
It's not that.
So 9 divided by 2 is the first answer choice. It doesn't give me a 0. Negative 9 divided by 16 doesn't give you a 0. Positive 9 divided by 8
It's D.
doesn't give you a 0.
I got it.
And then last, negative 9 divided by 4
Because it's 0.
gives you a 0. So your answer is
D.
D. All right. Questions?
No.